What's going on, everybody? So, as it was expected, episode 7 of The Amazing Digital Circus, the trailer just dropped like 15 minutes ago. I know I sound excited just because, I'm feeling a little sick today, but trust me, I am very hyped. And if, for some reason, if you haven't watched the trailer, I'll just play it now, in case for some reason you're watching this video without watching the trailer, but here it is.
On the next episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, it's time to soak in the sun as everyone has a fun-filled day at the beach. On the next episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, it's time to soak in the sun as On the next episode of The Amazing Digital Circus, it's time to On the next episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. On the next episode. It's time. 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 I think I found the way to leave.
Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. So, it's kind of funny that this trailer kind of revealed, like, the least amount of stuff and the most amount of stuff that any trailer has, if you know what I mean. But let's go over it right now because, oh my gosh, there's just so much going on in this trailer, but it doesn't even look like it because, alright, let's just go over it. So, first we see the footage that, that we saw in the teaser and stuff. From October, the October teaser that we got at, San Diego Comic-Con or New York or whatever it was. Anyway, so we see that, And then we see a shot of the hallway. Nothing really to go over here. Everything looks normal. But then, the mannequin, who as we know has been okay, come on, focus. The mannequin, who as we know has been watching the characters, for like a while, he appears in the background. We see him again, and this is the first time he's been in a trailer. So he must be important for this episode if he's in the trailer. Then the trailer glitches and goes back to the beginning, and as you can tell, it does this a whole lot of times throughout the video. And then, this, in my opinion, is the craziest part of the trailer. So we see Jax laying in his, in his bed. I'm assuming it's his bed. Maybe he's laying in someone else's bed, but I'm assuming it's his. And he's just laying there. It looks pretty similar to the shot that Gooseworks posted and then deleted right away. But what's very important is if we look in the background, we can see a photo. Oh, sorry about my finger. We can see a photo of Jax, Ribbit, and Kaufmo together, which confirms that yes, they were all buddies and stuff. So, yeah. There's not a lot to say. They look happy. So, Also, I don't know if I talked about this, but it was confirmed Ribbit is a girl, not a guy. So, maybe they weren't. No, I'm not kidding. They weren't. There's no romance in the show, or at least there's not supposed to be. But anyway, very interesting. We see Jax and Ribbon and Kaufmo. I'm sure this is gonna get explored. We're gonna start to probably learn more about Ribbon in this episode, and Kaufmo maybe, and perhaps get a flashback. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, then the trailer, repeats again, but then we see a picture of this. It's like a blue door and a red door, and it says on top, Kane's office. I guess maybe this is where Kane goes when the cast members are on like an adventure or something. I don't know. It's interesting. Then we see the mannequin guy watching the characters while they're on the beach, which is interesting. Then it glitches again, and if you look close, you can actually make out Kane. It's hard to tell what he's doing because, it's so bad quality, but yeah. Then we finally get some new shots of the cast members, except for Jax or whatever. But anyway, so then we see Zubul laying on the ground, it looks like. It's kind of hard to tell once again because it's very dark. We see Pomni and Ragatha standing somewhere. It's maybe outside because I can see like a moon, but it doesn't look like... No, actually no, because the moon's like it's not a full moon. So, I don't know, it's not... I guess there's somewhere. It's very hard to tell. It must be a new location. Then when it repeats again, instead we see an exit door in the background, which, as you know, Glitch posted a picture of the exit door on their community tab. So, yeah, something's definitely going on, and you'll see later. The exit is definitely playing a big role in this episode coming next week. Then we see a bucket of keys, which is interesting because, as we know, Jax apparently has the keys to all the circus members' rooms. So that's interesting. I don't know with the keys. The keys must be have some role because why would they be in the trailer if they had nothing to do with the episode? Then we see, which kind of looks like Kane on the beach, maybe, but once again, it's very hard to tell. Then we see this shot, which, okay, I'm guessing, yeah, so that wasn't the moon, that was in like a big eyeball. So yeah, that shot with Pomni and Ragatha, I'm assuming they're in this weird place. Maybe like they go through the exit or something and they end up here. That I don't know, that's what I'm guessing, but yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Then we see, I'm assuming, Kane holding like a little hand. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Then we see this, which it looks like Kinger maybe pointing at Pomni or pointing at something behind her or something. Interesting, I guess. Then we see a big ball spinning around with like a picture of it looks like a little house in like a snowy village or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Then we see Kane glitching, and it looks like he's sitting in the restaurant place from the pilot where he was like on a date with Bubble or whatever. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna see this place again. Then we see the mannequin, which is hard to tell if he has a smiley face on him or if the like faded video or picture in the background has had smile. I don't know, but it looks like he's holding the camera or I don't know. It's very hard to tell what's going on in this trailer. Then we see Jax opening his door, which is interesting. Then we see Ragatha, which I don't know where she is. Maybe in that place that we saw earlier. Then we see maybe the exit door or some kind of door opening. Actually, now looking at it, kind of looks like it's in the hallway. So I don't know whose door this is. Because as you can see, there's no like picture on it, so I don't know what door this is. Then we see another door, which maybe this is like the other end of that door. Maybe I don't know. Then another important part of this trailer, we hear somebody say, "I think I know a way to leave," or "I think I know a way." Hold on, wait, hold on. I forgot. What did they say? Hold on, let's listen. Come on.
I think I found a way to leave.
Yeah, I think I found a way to leave. So obviously this voice is unknown. It's hard to tell who this is, but I'm gonna make it. Hold on. I'm gonna make a guess and say it's the mannequin because it's another unknown voice. So, yeah, I think the mannequin is maybe gonna try to help them find a way to leave or something. Anyway, but then we see, episode 7 coming to YouTube and Netflix on December 12th. So yeah. That's probably the craziest trailer yet. Something I noticed that all the other trailers have been, kind of, fun and cute and stuff. But this one was like, there was nothing, funny or cute about this one. It was very serious, which, I mean, it shows because, they literally said in the Glitch Direct video how, the show's getting very serious from here on out. So, yeah, let me know if I missed anything, because it's very hard to see what was going on in the trailer. But, yeah. I'll see y'all in the next video. Who else is excited for episode 7, man? I can't believe in 1 week we're getting, presumably, maybe even the longest episode yet. But, yeah, so there's nothing else to say. Yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Episode 7 is going to be crazy. Peace!